Dallas here in Tuscaloosa on a sunny day. We had a lot of rain last night, a lot of thunder, but the field is ready to go, and we are set for the decisive Game 3 of this South District Championship, and the winner goes to the College World Series in Grand Junction, Colorado. It's the LSU Bengals, 53-4. They're the visiting team today, taking on the Shelton State Bucks at 47-12, and they're the home team today. Both teams have won a game in this 3-game series, thus the if necessary game here today between these two teams. Shelton State won a thriller 3-2 in 11 innings on Thursday night. LSU Eunice behind Xavier Woods posted a 4-2 win last night over the Bucks and have evened up this series. Both teams ranked in the top 10 coming in, and it is a series that has lived up to its billing. The LSU Eunice Bengals will send this lineup to the plate. Aiden Mouton will bat first and play third. Be Will Mabry, the designated hitter, batting second. Tyson LeBlanc, the shortstop, will hit third. Austin Fuselier in left field will bat fourth. The 5-hole hitter will be Jackson Legg at first base. Tyler Mitchell in center field hits sixth. Milo Obradovich will catch and hit seventh. Jordan Luna will hit second base and hit eighth. And it'll be Cash Riley in right field, and he'll bat ninth for LSU Eunice today. On the mound for the Bengals is Caden Tarango, a right-hander. He's 10-0 with a 3.59 earned run average. And for the Shelton State Bucks, it'll be Mason Steele leading off and playing right field. Pierce Dutton will bat second and play center field. Jackson Henderson will be the designated hitter batting third. James Graffos at second base will hit fourth. Hayes Alford in left field will hit fifth. Brady Waugh, the first baseman, hits sixth. Slade Sullivan at third base will hit seventh. Lawson Neal will catch and hit eighth. And Paxton Ponder will be the shortstop, and he will bat ninth. And it will be Gunnar Dodd, a right-hander, 4-1, making his 15th appearance of the year and a 2.72 earned run average. Shelton State trying to get to Grand Junction for the 8th time. It would be the first trip to Grand Junction for LSU Eunice, but they are no strangers to the World Series. They've been to 12 at the Division II level. They've won 8. They've made the jump this year from Division II to Division I and trying to get to Grand Junction for the first time. 7 teams have already punched their tickets to the Junior College World Series, including defending champion Blinn, who swept through San Jacinto to get here. They'll be trying to defend their title and be the first repeat winner since Chipola in 2017 and 2018. We got a first-timer headed to Grand Junction this year in Florida Southwestern. And a couple of repeats. Walter State will be making its 13th appearance. Florence Darlington Tech its 4th appearance overall and 2nd in a row. Johnson County will make it for the 5th time and the 3rd straight year. And Florida Southwestern in their first appearance. Eastern Oklahoma State making their 2nd appearance and their first since the 2001 season. 3 regionals in the balance today. Out in the Southwest, it's New Mexico taking on Weatherford. The winner gets McLennan, has to beat McLennan twice. Out west, it's Central Arizona and Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City is undefeated. They need 1 win to get to Grand Junction. And here, it's Shelton State and LSU Eunice, winner to the Junior College World Series in Grand Junction, Colorado. We're going to step aside and take a break. When we come back, first pitch of the ball game as Shelton State and LSU Eunice square off for a trip to the World Series.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Perfect. Welcome back to Tuscaloosa. It's the LSU Eunice Bengals and the Shelton State Bucks. In Game 3 of the South District Championships, the Bucks take the field. And behind Gunnar Dodd is Slade Sullivan at third, Paxton Ponder at short, James Graffos at second, Tyler Waugh at first base, and it's Hayes Alford, Pierce Dutton, Mason Steele left to right. Lawson Neal's the catcher, and it's Gunnar Dodd on the mound today for the Bucks. He'll be making his 15th appearance. He's 4-1 with a 2.72 earned run average. First season with Shelton State. Last year he was pitching in high school at Hazel Green High School from New Market, Alabama. The 6'4", 200-pound right-hander. And it is his job today to slow down the Bengals and give the Bucks a shot to win this game and go to the World Series. He has pitched well for the majority of the season for the Bucks. Just a 4-1 record, but the Bucks are 7-1 in his 8 starts. And in his last start, he got a no decision against Wallace State Hansville Monday in the championship game, where he pitched 4 2/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. He was not the winning pitcher. He got a no decision in the Bucks win. He did have 2 scoreless innings in a start against Calhoun on May the 4th. Predetermined start where the Bucks were going to use a number of pitchers in that game that day, and he was the starter. And thus he got the win.
Number 1, Aiden Mouton.
Aiden Mouton is going to lead things off here for LSU Eunice. Comes in inning 397, 11 homers, 53 RBI. Partly sunny skies. It's 81 baseball degrees, and the first pitch of the ball game is outside. And we are underway at 1:04 Central Time. Saturday, May the 17th. Mouton is 0 for 8 in this series, and he takes a strike, and it's 1-1. He has a walk, a hit pitch, and a strikeout. A lot of 0-fers up and down both lineups. It's been pitching dominated this series. Neither team hitting over 200. It's been all about the little things in this series. Some that LSU Eunice has done right, and some not so right, and the same for Shelton. Some they've done right, and some not so right. Both teams have left a lot of base runners, too. They missed a lot of opportunities cashing in runs. Dodds 1-2 misses low, and it's 2-2. Bucks had second and third no outs in an inning last night, didn't score. Bengals had second and third no outs in an inning last night, didn't score, and had the bases loaded with 1 out and didn't score. Swing and a miss on Mouton, and he's down for the first out of the ball game. And a strikeout for Dodd. And here is Will Mabry, the designated hitter, comes in hitting .383, 4 homers, 41 RBI. He's 2 for 8 in the series, 2 runs scored and 2 strikeouts. And you're going to hear a lot of that too. There have been a lot of strikeouts in this series. Both pitching staffs have dominated, which is not surprising. Shelton's hitting .188. They've struck out 21 times. LSU Eunice is hitting .182, and they've struck out 19 times. So we got 41 strikeouts between the two staffs. Shelton State has allowed 2 earned runs, or 5 earned runs. I got that right the first time. Shelton State has given up 2 earned runs for an .095 ERA, 5 earned runs by Eunice for a 2.29 earned run average. So it's been pitching heavy this weekend. And a foul ball, it stays 1-2. And interestingly enough, in 11 innings and 9 innings, so 20 innings played, there has not been a team score more than 1 run in an inning all weekend. The gold standard has been set very low. 1-2 pitch on the way. Off his fist, right to Graffos for the line out. And they're 2 gone. And that'll bring up Tyson LeBlanc. He's hitting .382 with 11 homers and 65 runs batted in. He's 2 for 8 in the series. He has a double and an RBI. Another good crowd. Not as full as last night or Thursday, but a good crowd. As 2 teams who expect to win and expect to be in the World Series are squaring off. Usually the way that is, you get 2 teams that probably both could go and make a deep run, and they've got to eliminate one or the other here this weekend. A swing and a foul. Meanwhile, you got a team that's going to the World Series with a 31-25 record who knocked off a team that had 4 losses and went undefeated in their conference in McHenry College, as Eastern Oklahoma State knocked off McHenry this weekend with 4 losses, and they're not going to the World Series. Here's a ground ball up the middle. It'll be fielded by Ponder. He'll bobble it, can't make the play, and it'll go as an infield base hit for LeBlanc, a 2-out single. And here's Ashton Fuselier.
Fielder number 15, Ashton Fuselier.
Ashton hitting .349, 6 homers and 43 ribbies. He's 3 for 7 in the tournament, double and an RBI. Got a good bit of rain here last night. Got a lot of thunder, too. That doesn't really hurt anything unless you're asleep. It scares you, but man, it was some loud thunder. I jumped up, thought we were being bombed. That was loud. And it lasted quite a while, a couple hours, maybe 3. Strike 1 to Fuselier, and now he fouls it off, 0-2. LeBlanc was running on the pitch. At 1.3 inches of rain. That is a lot. In about 3, that's what I said, the thunder and the lightning, that lasted about 3 hours. Ball outside. But despite the 1.3 inches and 3 hours of rain, our field, as it always does, looks really good, very immaculate. Ball outside. Lawson Neal's throw is to the shortstop side of second base, and LeBlanc has himself a stolen base. And that will be LeBlanc's 38th stolen base of the year. And his third at the regional. He's running to third, and it's going to get in the hole between third and short. Ponder's going to make the play, but it's going to hold it to a base hit and going to limit LeBlanc to just third. So now back-to-back, 2 out infield hits.
First baseman number 21, Jackson Legg.
And the Bengals have something cooking here in the first inning. Strikeout and a line out, off the bat handle line out, 2 quick outs, and then 2 CNI singles for the Bengals. They count the same. Check the box score in the morning and Fuselier can say, man, I hit a frozen rope to the shortstop. But he's on. And here's Jackson Legg, 346, 7 homers. He's knocked in 58. He's 0 for 6 in this tournament. 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. LSU Eunice has scored first in game 1 and lost. And Shelton State scored first in game 2 and they lost. And there's a called strike. And Fuselier will just trot to second base. No attempt to throw him out. That'll be his 18th stolen base. So the Bengals aggressive here in the first inning. 2 infield singles and 2 stolen bases. Dodd's a strike away from the dugout. Here's a foul ball. Legg stays alive. Dodd's first career start came against Gadsden on March 22nd. He went 3+ innings and struck out 3. Here's the 0-2. Again fouled away. What? 24th pitch coming up in the inning for Dodd. I mean, ideally, they'd like for the starter to get a little length in this game, 5 innings or so, but they're not looking. It's not a necessity. They just want him to pitch well and keep us in the game as much as possible. And there's another foul ball. Legg staying alive, doing a great job fouling off some close pitches.
Got to be a warning, Blue.
We've got a discussion going on between the second base umpire and Jeff Willis. Not exactly sure what that is about. It's something to do with the pitcher. So I don't know what that's about. But anyway, the umpire is back at second, and Jeff Willis is back in the dugout, and we're ready to go again on the 0-2 pitch. 6. And a balk is called. And whatever it was, he got a balk out of it, and he got him a run. And now here comes Bobby Sproul. So whatever was going on, it worked. And they got a balk out of it, and they got a run. So they used the right bait and they caught a big fish. Now the first base umpire is talking to Dodd. The second base umpire is talking to Bobby Sproul. The third base umpire is coming over to join the conversation. And the home plate umpire is just standing there looking. So whatever the conversation that Jeff Willis had with the second base umpire, it worked.
That's what I'm talking about.
And apparently Shelton State is protesting the game. That's interesting. So the game is being protested, and I don't know. I guess they're gonna have to go call somebody, I guess. That's nothing new to us here at Shelton State either, by the way. We've had 3 conference games this year where the umpires have left the field and gone to the truck and pulled out the rule book, and in all 3 instances, they got the call wrong. We're going to take a break, step aside, we'll be right back.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Well, we're back here in Tuscaloosa, and we're in a protest delay of some kind. There was a balk called on the prior pitch after Eunice coach Jeff Willis went out and was arguing something. I don't know what that was about. But as Gunnar Dodd is getting ready to deliver the next pitch after the argument, the second base umpire called a balk on Gunnar Dodd and got the run in. And then Bobby Sproul came out and didn't like whatever it was and has protested the game. We got the protest symbol from the umpire, and the 4 umpires have taken off and gone to look at a rule book, call somebody. I don't know. That's for those of you who have not followed Shelton State all year. You're watching in Eunice and LSU. That's pretty common here with our umpires that we use. I'm not trying to be ugly, but we've had 3 games this year where umpires left the field during Shelton State's regular season games to go to a rule book and find out what exactly is going on. One was on a balk because the offense gets the option on a balk. It's your option. If you hit a home run, you forfeit the balk and you take the 2-run homer. So in a game with Shelton this year, a balk was called. The pitch was wild and went to the backstop. So the runner on second went to third, and the batter with 3 balls and 1 strike went to first base, and the umpire would not allow him to walk. And he said, it's a dead ball and he can't walk. No, it's not a dead ball. And it's the offense's option, and he did not get first base. And they spent 30 or 40 minutes haggling that out and then put him back at home plate, left the runner at third, and then the next pitch was in the dirt for a ball and ended up going back to where we were. It's a warm day here, 81, humidity is 70%. So I guess you could say it's kind of stifling. It's kind of stifling. But we're waiting on the umpires. I don't know much else to tell you. We'll take another break and we'll come right back, look at some other scores from around the country.
Of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Choose from over 100 affordable degree and certificate programs that fit your budget and schedule. Earn the same degree as you would on campus, with the same affordable tuition rate for every state. UA Online. Advance your career and change your life. Get started today at online.ua.edu.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Well, we're back at the South District Tournament. We're still in a protest delay, awaiting the decision of the call of a balk or whatever. The umpires, I do see them coming back now. As one of these teams is headed to the Junior College World Series. It looks like Matlock, Mannix, and Perry Mason are back. They called Jeff Willis out of the dugout. Bobby Sproul's going to meet him at home plate, and we're going to see what's going on here. Trying to get some word as to what is happening, but have not been successful at that yet. The inquisitiveness and the journalistic nature of me trying to find out what all's going on. And I guess you could say I was being nosy, but I want to know what's going on. But the two head coaches are there. The four umpires are there. Whatever it is, it's not going to go in Shelton State's favor because Bobby Sproul is still upset. It's just my guess. See the guys. There's 7 teams already advancing to the College World Series. Walters State is one of them. They're 55-6-1. They're making their 13th appearance out of the Appalachian region. That's the Tennessee-Georgia winner. Bobby is very upset. The East region is Florence Darlington Tech. They're 50-10. They're making their 4th appearance and 2nd in a row. But whatever it is, it didn't go in Bobby Sproul's way. And he gave the umpire a piece of his mind, and he's headed back to the dugout. And now the home plate umpire is lecturing the hitter. I don't know what that's about. Or maybe he's just telling him what's going on, or I don't know. The Mid-South District was won by Blinn. It'll be their 5th appearance. And they're the defending JUCO champions, and they're trying to become the first repeat winner since Chipola did it in 17 and 18. So after all that, we're back. It's a balk. A run is in. 1-0 LSU Eunice, and 2 strikes on the count for Legg. And after all that, he hits another foul ball. So he has now fouled off 4 straight 2-strike pitches. About a 10 to 12 minute delay for the protest, which I assume was denied. Umpire the gavel on the table and said it's denied. And here's the 0-2. This is outside. The first 2 nights were a little feisty, a little chippy in the stands, nothing on the field, but the fans yapping back and forth. And with a season on the line game today, it's going to get a little testy today. That misses outside. 2-2. Try to go with a backdoor curveball, and it just missed. Now the 2-2 comes, pops him up. Sullivan, Alford, Ponder, and Sullivan in foul territory will make the catch. Well, an adventurous top of the first it was. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 stolen bases, a balk, and 1 left. And we go to the bottom of the first, 1-0 LSU Eunice.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Well, after an eventful top of the first inning, we finally made it to the bottom of the first inning. And the Bucks will be facing Caden Tarango, right-hander, second season with LSU Eunice. His 15th appearance, his 14th start. He's 10-0 with a 3.59 ERA, and he's got 88 strikeouts and 48 walks in 67 innings. Leads the team in strikeouts, walks, wild pitches. Well, probably not now after all the wild pitches we've had. And he's allowed 10 home runs. But a tough place to hit a home run here as he starts Mason Steele out with a ball. Mason Steele hitting .276, 6 homers, 28 RBI, 0 for 9 in the tournament with 3 strikeouts. And a 1-0 is swung on and missed, 1-1. Tarango picked up his 10th win last week against Delgado in the Region 23 championship game. He went 5 2/3 innings and struck out 8. And that's low. And his previous game before that was a win against Delgado on April the 28th. So his last 3 starts, he faced teams that were green. I'm assuming Bossier Parish is not green. I don't know their colors, but He's had the Delgado Dolphins twice and Shelton State once in his last 3 starts, and they all wear green. He's behind in the count, 3-1. Buck's trying to get the leadoff man on and tie this game. Pitch up in the zone, swung on and missed, and it's 3-2. Durango's a big old boy. That's outside and wide. And Steele is on with a walk.
Center fielder number 2, Pierce Dutton.
Durango is 6'6", 225. He's from Roanoke, Indiana, up in the northeast quadrant of the state of Indiana. He attended Homestead Senior High School. He fouled away by Dutton. He started his career at the University of Dayton. He was a flyer, made 4 appearances and had a 4 ERA in his 1 season with the Dayton Flyers. That's in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Of course, we're going to hear the chant all day long. I've heard it twice through my headsets. Ball. Fans are going to do that all day now. It has not been testy on the field, but in the stands it's been a little testy and chippy this weekend, and it's probably going to be some high intensity here today as one of these teams' season is going to end and the other one is going to head to Colorado to the World Series. 2-1 to Dutton. Taken for a strike. It's 2-2. Dutton hangs alive, hangs in there, fouls it off. He's hitting .330 on the year, a homer, 38 RBIs, 1 for 8 with an RBI in this series. Runner go, or fakes a go, Steele does. Dutton takes it inside. Steele had a good lead there. And he tricked me. Jake Vickerson is the coach at third base, and Whit Winfield is coaching down at first today. Steele might run here. There he goes. 3-2 pitch. Hit off the fist, and it's going to be caught by Luna. Steele's going to have to hustle back, and he will not get there. And it's a 4-3 double play. So a pop out to Dutton. And Luna, who has had an absolutely fabulous tournament in the field, makes the catch and throws the runner out, and there's 2 outs very quickly. And here's Jackson Henderson hitting .375, 8 homers, 38 RBI. He's 3 for 7 in the series with a walk. And it takes ball 2. Played 11 innings Thursday, played 9 innings last night, and here in the first today. Here's a pop-up, foul ground. Luna in foul territory cannot make the catch. Well, look at there. He didn't make one for once. That was a long way to go, too. But he's been really good. He's made 9 errors this year, and I'm really shocked that he's made 9 errors. Because he has made every play in this series, and every ball hit to his right or every ball hit to his left. And they say the hardest ones to grab are the ones hit right at you. He has measured everything this weekend. He did not make that play. We had to run about, length of a football field to do it. Here's a 2-1, again fouled off by Henderson down the right field line and out of play. Buck's got the leadoff man on with a walk. And on a 3-2 count to Dutton with the old hit and run, Dutton pops up to second. And Eunice turned to double play. That's outside. It's full count to Henderson. Henderson chases one in the dirt, and they'll throw him out 2-3 to end the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. 1-0 LSU Eunice after one. Go to the top of the second inning. LSU Eunice leading 1-0 after a long and odd first inning. 33-minute first inning that included just about everything. If you're playing baseball bingo with us today, you could probably have 2 bingos by now. You have 2 infield hits, 2 stolen bases, balk, a double play, a protest, and we're just in the second. Tyler Mitchell is going to lead things off for Eunice. He's hitting .349, 3 homers, 25 RBI, 1 for 8 in the series with 5 strikeouts. And he takes ball 1. Gunnar Dodd with 27 pitches in the first inning. Bucks infield pretty much out. Defense pretty much straight away. That misses low. And it is a 2-0 count. Mitchell, Obradovich, and Luna due up in the Eunice second inning. He swings at the 2-0 and pops it up. Right field. Mason Steele under it, and he'll make the catch for the out.
The catcher, number 20, Milo Obradovich.
And here's the Tuscaloosa boy, Milo Obradovich, hitting .325, a homer and 36 knocked in. 0 for 8 in the tournament with 3 strikeouts. I've noticed that whatever Eunice does, they don't do it at half speed. It's all at full speed. Pitch is low. That was a lazy pop-up to right field, and the batter, Mitchell, he was halfway to second by the time it was caught. You never know. If they drop it, you could have a double. Or it wouldn't be a double, but you could be on second base. Here's a fly ball into right center field. Dutton's chasing it. Steele's chasing it. Neither will get it. Dutton dives and cannot get it, and he is down and not up. And it's a triple for Obradovich, and Dutton now slowly getting up. First hit of the tournament for Obradovich.
Second baseman, number 37, Jordan Luna.
And here is Jordan Luna. First triple of the year for Obradovich. 21st triple of the year for the Bengals. Jeremy O'Quinn is up in the bullpen for Shelton State. Waugh is in on the grass at first. Sullivan is even with the bag at third. And Ponder and Graffos at short and second will concede the run for the out. As there's a strike to Luna. Luna hitting .311, 4 homers, 38 RBI. He's 3 for 8 in this 2-game series with a run scored and a double. Curve is high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Keeping up with the South, the West, and the Mid-South today. Those are the only 3 regionals that have not been completed. Luna takes a fastball in the inside corner for a strike. McLennan's in the driver's seat at the Mid-South, and Salt Lake City is in the driver's seat in the West. And this is a winner-take-all here in the South. There's a fly ball to left field. Alford is under it. They're going to tag and try to score Obradovich. Alford's throw will not be anywhere in time, and Obradovich will slide in with the second run of the game.
The right fielder, number 17, Cash Riley.
So 2 outs for Cash Riley. A .330 hitter, 6 homers, 28 RBI. 2 for 8 with a run and 4 strikeouts. Riley, the switch hitter, takes strike 1. So with Obradovich's triple in this inning, Legg and Mouton, the only 2 Bengal players without a hit. Dodd misses way outside with that one, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. Just missed. Now the 2-1. Swung and missed, 2-2. LSU Eunice in the same gear as they went in last night. Gray pants and the purple tops. And Shelton State's got all green on, and that's the combination that they won in Thursday night. 2-2. Hit hard and into right field for a base hit. That's the 4th hit of the game against Dodd. 2 seeing eye singles in the first, and a triple and a single here in the second. And here is Aiden Mouton, who is 0 for 9 with a couple of strikeouts in the series. He struck out in his first at bat today. Warm and muggy here today. 81 with a 70% humidity. Dodd will throw over to first. Told you earlier we got a 1.3 inches of rain overnight in about 3 hours. Peyton Zupancic is also now up in the Shelton State bullpen. A lot of rain and thunder from about 3 or 4 a.m. to 6 or 7 a.m. It was an active night. 0-1 to count to Mouton. Mabry's on deck. Dodd would like to see him lead off the second or the third. We're in the second. Another throw to first. That's about 4. Trying to keep Riley close. You got to keep them all close because everybody can run. You got 183 stolen bases this year. They've only been thrown out 30 times. Luton bunts, and he's aboard with a bunt single. The 5th hit of the game, the 3rd to not leave the infield.
Designated hitter.
And here's Will Mabry. And now the Bengals have a chance to do something that neither team has done all weekend, and that's score more than 1 run in an inning. Mabry lined to second his first time up, hit right off the fist, right to Graffos. First pitch is a strike. Dodd this time last year was pitching in high school, Hazel Green. He had 148 strikeouts in his high school career, 21 starts. There's another strike. Debuted with the Bucks on February the 8th with 2 shutout innings and a couple of strikeouts against Marion Military Institute. A weekend that the Bucks swept 3 games and gave up 1 run. Here's the 0-2. Just off the outside corner, 1-2. If you're looking for drama and intensity, I think you have come to the right place today. Swing and a miss. Mabry down on strikes. So the Bengals get a run on 3 hits and they leave 2 more, and after an inning and a half, 2-0 LSU Eunice.
University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Choose from over 100 affordable degree and certificate programs that fit your budget and schedule. Earn the same degree as you would on campus, with the same affordable tuition rate for every state. UA Online. Advance your career and change your life. Get started today at online.ua.edu.
Bottom half of the second inning. Graffos, Alford, Waugh due up for the Bucks. It finds themselves in a 2-0 hole here in the bottom of the second. Graffos hitting .354, a team best average, 2 homers, 40 RBI. He is 2 for 6 in the series. He has 2 RBI and 2 sac flies. Drove in both runs last night with sac flies. Count is now 1-1. True freshman out of Mountain Brook. Here's the 1-1, hit on the ground towards short. LeBlanc will field and make the play for the out. And here is Hayes Alford.
Left fielder number 21, Hayes Alford.
Sophomore out of Camden. 303, a homer, 26 runs batted in. He's 0 for 2. 2 pinch hit opportunities in this tournament and got a strikeout. His only home run came against Coastal Alabama South. And it was a grand slam, and he's got his first hit of the regional. The base hit to left center field.
First baseman number 7, Brady Waugh.
So the first hit for the Bucks, and here's Brady Waugh hitting .289. 3 homers, 27 RBI. He's 0 for 6 this weekend. He's out of Birmingham, went to Briarwood Christian. Played for former Auburn coach Steve Renfro. First pitch is low. One of Steve Renfro's assistant coaches is former Minnesota Twins right-hander Matt Guerrero. Twins always got to the playoffs, but they never beat the Yankees. Guess a lot of people can say that. Curveball is called a strike. And the 1-1 about to be delivered. Get on the ground to third and past the diving Mouton, and the Bucks have 2 runners on base. So, a seeing eye single for the Bucks. And here's Slade Sullivan, the third baseman, hitting .366, no homers, 30 RBI. 1 for 6 in the weekend, a run and an RBI. Had the walk-off single Thursday night. LSU Eunice has kind of had control of things since the 5th inning last night. The Bucks trying to steal some of that momentum back. Kind of back and forth Thursday night, but once it got to the 5th inning last night, it was all LSU Eunice. Sullivan takes a strike. It's even up at 1-1. They scored the go-ahead run in the 5th. Couple of back-to-back hit batters, then an infield single. And then the Bucks had a golden opportunity at the top of the 6th with 2nd and 3rd and nobody out, and they didn't score. And then Eunice added a run in the 8th and won it 4-2. 2-1 to Sullivan, who's had a really good year as a freshman. Hard to start and play as a freshman, but he's done it just about since day one. Foul that pitch away. He's played short and third, started games at both positions. Comes the 2-2 from Tarango. It misses outside. 3-2. He was 1 for 10 at the state tournament. Got off to a fantastic start as a rookie. Hit .538 in the month of February. Scored 10 runs, knocked in 5. Had 14 hits. And that's ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Catcher number 10.
So the Bucks got a little something cooking here in the 2nd inning. Trying to get back in this game at 2-0. Alford is singled. Waugh has singled. And Neal has walked. And Coach Orgain is headed out to the mound to visit with Caden Tarango. With the bases loaded this year, Lawson Neal is 0 for 3. The Bucks are 39 for 94 as a team, hitting .415. The best 3 hitters are Gann, Grafos, and Henderson. They are 14 for 25 combined. And then Sullivan is 5 for 8. So Lawson Neal is hitting .225. 2 homers, 12 RBI. He's 1 for 5 with a run scored and 3 strikeouts here in the tournament, or this weekend in the regional. I guess it's still a tournament. Sophomore from Gordo. His brother plays at Gordo High School. They finished second in the 3A state playoffs. Fly ball to center field. That should get a run home. Mitchell makes the catch, tagging at third, and coming home will be Hayes Alford. It's 2-1. RBI number 13 of the year for Lawson Neal, and another sac fly for the Bucks. And here's Paxton Ponder hitting .333, 2 homers, 14 runs batted in. He's 3 for 5 in this series with an RBI. And it'll take a 2-out hit from Ponder to do any more damage, but the Bucks do respond with at least 1. And a base hit here, and they would do something that no one has done in this weekend series so far, score more than 1 run in an inning. We've not had a 2-run inning yet. Stays high. 2-0 the count. Here's the 2-0 in there for a strike. Ponder out of Coleman High School. 2-1 was called a strike. He's not been real consistent on either corner, right or left. Now the 2-2, runners go, and Ponder fouls it off. Ponder was the Shelton State Bucks baseball scholar athlete of the year. He was a first-team academic All-American last year and likely to do that again. That has to be a 4.0, I believe. And the second team is a 3.8 and better, and then a 3.6 and better to hit the third team. I think the Bucks had 11 guys meet those qualifications last year. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Missed outside. And it's 3-2. So now the runners will get a head start. And if Ponder can find a gap, the Bucks could have the lead. Tarango looking to get in the dugout and keep that 1-run lead on his side of the ledger. Runners go. Pitch comes. Popped him up. Luna. And he will make the catch, and that will retire the side in the inning. But the Bucks get a run on 2 hits and leave 2, and we got a 2-1 game going to the third. go to the top of the third. Completed the first two in just under an hour, 55 minutes. Not the pace we've had the first two nights. Tyson LeBlanc will lead off the third for LSU. It's 2-1. LSU, Eunice, and Shelton State in the decisive game 3. First pitch to LeBlanc is in there for a strike. That's 8 first pitch strikes from Dodd out of 12 hitters. You wouldn't think that, but they do have 5 hits. Another strike. The 0-2 is fouled away. Some clarity on that first inning. As I'm being told, the umpire said that Gunnar Dodd did not declare correctly. Okay. You do have to declare wind up or stretch, and you can't change. That started, 2 years ago? This is the third year for that? Because that happened to Shelton State in the World Series in 23 when Nathan Shelton was pitching, and there's a curveball in there for a strike. If I'm not mistaken,
left fielder Ashton Fuselier.
No, it was last year that led to his and Coach Sproul's ejection in that game. Third strikeout for Dodd. And here's Ashton Fuselier. Reached on an infield hit his first time up. Stays outside. He's 4 for 8 now. Pops it up. Foul territory. Sullivan will run to the fence and not be able to make that play as it goes out of play, 1-1. Fuselier is from Barb High School in Lake Charles. He redshirted in 23. Hit .303 last year with 20 stolen bases for the Bengals. A lot of Louisiana kids on this roster. Got them from Rain, Natchitoches, Kinder, Maurice, DeQuincy, Shreveport, Mandeville, Hammond. Of course, you've all heard of Natchitoches, home of Northwestern State, but more importantly, the home of the movie Steel Magnolias. Swing and miss, 2-2, featured. See if I can get this right without messing it up. Dolly Parton, Shirley MacLaine, Julia Roberts. It was a funny, and Sally Field. It was quite a funny movie. Filmed in downtown Natchitoches. And I've been to the hotel there that had where it was filmed. Former Alabama coach Jim Wells hailed from Natchitoches for several years, leading the Northwestern State program. And they've been kind of a coaching hotbed down at Northwestern State. Swing and a miss. Dodd with 3 straight strikeouts now. And that'll bring up Jackson Legg. You talk about Miami of Ohio and football being the coaching cradle of football with all those guys they've had. How about the coaching list of teams, guys that have coached at Northwestern State? Jim Wells, Dave Van Horn, John Cohen, Mitch Gaspard, Lane Burrows, and Jim and Dave and John Cohen and Mitch all got Power 5 jobs. Here's a ground ball to Waugh. He'll underhand to Dodd, and the Bucks have them a 3-up, 3-down inning. Headed to the bottom of the third. 2-1 LSU Eunice.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
We go to the bottom half of the third inning. We appreciate you watching today here on JockJive. Barry Allen and Robert Stevenson with you from the city of Tuscaloosa. Mason Steele leads off the third for Shelton State. And he swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1 to count. They call it Titletown here. As Alabama's won 18 football national championships, 5 gymnastics, a couple of golfs, men's and women's, another swing and a miss. And Shelton State's got 14 cheerleading national titles, a women's golf national championship that happened yesterday, and a men's golf title. And here's a ground ball foul. Steele walked his first time up and then was a part of the P4-3 double play, the pop up to second. He was doubled off first. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2 for Tarango. Here is Pierce Dutton. He takes strike 1. Dutton popped into that double play back in the first inning. The 46th pitch of the game from Tarango, and it misses for ball 1. Dodd settled down. He had a nice 13-pitch third inning. He's got 61. I think if they could get 5 innings out of him and still be a 1-run game, close or tied or even ahead, if they could get 5 innings out of Dodd, I think Shelton State would be very happy. That pitch is called a strike, and it's 2-2. And I would think that LSU Eunice would be happy with 6 out of Tarango, 5 or 6. I would assume they could go back to Jacobs today and Mabry today. Dutton fouls it off. Mouton only threw a handful of pitches last night. He could bounce back. I know Shelton State's got Zupanzik, O'Quinn, and John Michael Pickens available today. There could be some others used if needed. Here's a ground ball foul. Stays 2-2. JUCO World Series will begin next Saturday, 4 games. Another foul by Dutton. He made the All-Region 22 tournament team. He was the second team All-ACC selection this year. Be playing next year for Samford. Here's the 2-2, fouled away again. He's fouled off 4 straight 2-strike pitches. Trying to spoil some good pitches. This will be the 9th pitch to Dutton, the left-hand hitter from Spanish Fort. And he fouls this one off. Just got a piece of it. Tarango trying to get a little further outside, and Dutton just got a piece of it and stays alive. Tarango, the big 6'6" right-hander. Here's the 2-2. Another foul. That went into the right field bleachers. That is 6 2-strike fouls for Dutton, and this will be the 11th pitch of the at-bat. Driving that pitch count up. Fouls another one off. That's 7 2-strike pitches that he's fouled away. He is making Caden Tarango work. What will he see? Ball 3. This will be the 13th pitch to Pierce Dutton from Caden Tarango. Which one is superstitious? Must have been Tarango, because the 13th pitch is a ball. And Dutton draws a 13-pitch walk. And here's Jackson Henderson. Henderson struck out swinging his first time up and was retired Obradovich to leg on the 2-3, as Obradovich could not come up with the breaking ball in the dirt cleanly. Ball 1. That's after 7 straight foul balls by Dutton. That's 3 in a row out of the zone for Tarango. Tarango will throw to first. Dutton is back safely. Dutton is the best base stealer on this Shelton State team. And he's got 19. He would fit in with the running Bengals. They run everywhere. Another throw to first. And again, a belly slide back safely. Two runs, 5 hits for the Bengals. 1 run, 2 hits for the Bucks. Playing in the bottom of the 3rd. And another pitch in the dirt. 2-0. It's been a long game here so far today. All right, 1 hour and 9 minutes. We played in 2:40 last night and just under 3 hours Thursday night. Another great crowd down the left field line. All our friends out in left field on the porch. Henderson swings at a 2-0 pitch and pops it straight up to left field. And it'll be Fuselier making the catch. Had a hitter's count advantage there, but he popped it up. And now it'll take a 2-out hit from Graffos. Kind of had the feeling that the Bucks had Tarango on the hook, on the ropes a little bit. Henderson might have bailed him out there. Here's Graffos, 0 for 1 today, 2 for 7. And another throw to first for Jason Dutton back to the bag. They want to keep him close. He could easily score on a single from second, but he could score on a double from first. Another throw to first. They don't even try to tag there. They're just trying to keep him close, keep him from taking a bag. That's 5 throws to first base. So in addition to the 13 pitches Dutton saw in his at-bat, he's gotten 5 pickoff attempts to first base. This will be the 21st pitch of the inning. Dutton goes. Obradovich's throw is high, and Dutton has his 19th stolen base of the year. Pitch was called a strike. So that's Dutton's 19th stolen base. That's the 52nd stolen base against Eunice this year. They've thrown out 21. Right back to Tarango. He'll field it with his glove and underhand it to first. So the Bucks get a 1-out walk, and they leave him at second, and it is 2-1 LSU Eunice, 1/3 of the way through.
Of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Choose from over 100 affordable degree and certificate programs that fit your budget and schedule. Earn the same degree as you would on campus, with the same affordable tuition rate for every state. UA Online. Advance your career and change your life. Get started today at online.ua.edu.
We head to the 4th inning. Tyler Mitchell, Milo Obradovich, and Jordan Luna due up for the Bengals of LSU Eunice. Mitchell shows the bunt and takes it for ball 1. He is 1 for 9 in the series. Popped to right field his first time up. Still activity in the Shelton bullpen. Nobody throwing for LSU Eunice at this point. Now a 2-0 count, and the Eunice fans start to hoop and holler a little bit. They brought a good contingent. They're well traveled. And that'll be a visit from Bobby Sproul. Only disappointing thing about LSU Eunice's fans and being here is that hadn't got any gumbo or boudin. Nobody brought us any good food. Now, our folks have treated us great. The Shelton folks, they do that all year. We had great pork the other night, barbecue sandwiches from the Alfords. The Shelton team had a crawfish boil a couple of weeks ago. The Alfords did ribs a few weeks ago. They did some roasted chickens. The Shelton State team eats good all year. They got great parents. They are all very cooperative and supportive, and it's all part of the tradition here at Shelton State. But I got no boudin. There's a strike from Mitchell, and it's 2-1. I remember I used to go to LSU in Baton Rouge when Alabama played there, and you'd get plates of food there in the radio booth that you couldn't eat in 6 days, let alone the 2 that you were there. We tried. 3-1 to Mitchell. Dodd has not walked a hitter yet. And he has now. That home plate umpire is still struggling with that inside corners, or those corners.
The catcher, Milo Obradovich.
And it's both sides. He hadn't figured that corner out very good yet. A little inconsistent. That's the ninth walk by Shelton State, and that will be the afternoon for Gunnar Dodd. So he gets the Bucks into the third inning, and they'll turn it over to Jeremy O'Quinn, and we'll tell you all about the Mountville native when we come back.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Your attention now, pitching for Shelton State, number 13, Peyton Zupancic.
Well, the new pitcher is Peyton Zupancic. They tricked me. Zupancic is coming in here. He pitched on Thursday night. A freshman out of Mentor, Ohio. He pitched in the Thursday night game. 6 foot 165 from Mentor, Ohio. Went to Mentor High School. Missed with 3 straight.
What is wrong? Wake up! Come on, Chuck! You gotta wake up!
Zupancic went an inning and 2/3 Thursday night. He retired 5 of the 6 hitters that he faced. Gave up a double to LeBlanc. And then
You're dehydrated.
Michael Pickens came in and closed it out. This is Zupancic's 11th appearance. He's 1-0 with 2 saves and a .261 earned run average. So he's the first Buck to see double duty this weekend. Pitches a ball. It didn't matter if he's safe or out at second. It's ball 4. And the Bengals had the first 2 guys on here in the 4th inning.
Second baseman Jordan Luna.
Walk to Mitchell and now a walk to Obradovich. And here's Jordan Luna, who I would think would be bunting here. He only has 1 sacrifice bunt all year. 21 as a team for Eunice. They usually run steal bases, and not a bunting team statistically, but the postseason sometimes challenges you and forces you to do different things to try to win a game. They'll throw back to second, and I believe they had him, but Ponder couldn't hang on to the ball. He was leaning towards third, was Mitchell, and I believe had Ponder been able to hang on to that, they would have had a pickoff. The postseason can create a little havoc for teams sometimes. You know, don't stay as long with your starters you might during the regular season game. You go to the closer a little sooner than you normally would in the regular season game, particularly when it's a game where if you don't win, your season ends. And you got to pull out all the stops to try to do it. And both of these teams here today are doing that. Here's a bunt to first. Wall will field and throw Mitchell, the runner, out at third. So a failed sacrifice attempt. It'll go 3-5 to retire Mitchell.
Right fielder Cash Riley.
And there's one out for Cash Riley. Brady Wall jumped all over that one and never hesitated. He went right to third. It's a force out. And there's one out in the inning. Pitch to Riley is inside. Yeah, you'll see teams when they get into the postseason, things are a little different. Your routine's a little different. Here's a ground ball to first. Wall will field, fall on his behind, throw to Zupancic at first, and he got an out. And there are 2 outs now in the inning.
Third baseman Aiden Mouton.
It's a close play, so I guess you could say Wall got him by the seat of his pants. And here is Aiden Mouton. And now Zupancic, I guess, looks at the second base umpire and declares that he's going from the stretch. And Mouton is the hitter with 2 outs, and he takes a strike. Back-to-back walks to start the inning, and then a bot sack at price attempt for Luna as he gets the runner thrown out at third. And then Riley goes down 3-1. And so Zupancic is trying to get out of this with just the no-run scoring in a 2-1 game. And here's a ground ball to short. The bat goes to third. Ponder kicks it. And they had to watch the bat as it was racing towards third. I think that's, yeah. It'll go as an E6. And just when you thought you were out of the inning, you're not. So an unearned run.
Hitter Will Mabry.
And it's 3-1, Eunice. The strike, they're going to throw to second. They're going to try to stay in a rundown long enough. Now they're coming home. Here's the throw to the plate, and he is out at home. So that'll go as a 2-6-2 caught stealing, and it'll get the Bucks off the field. They do get a run, though, on no hits. There was 1 error, and there was 1 runner left on base.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
For Brady Waugh, Slade Sullivan due up here in the fourth for the Bucks. Now down 3-1. They get an unearned run in the top of the fourth inning. Do the Bengals. And Alford's taken 2 strikes, and it's 0-2. He had a hit and scored the Bucks' only run back in the second inning. Fouls it off, stays alive, 0-2. The runs have been very hard to come by on both sides. Alford fouls this one off again. Bucks won 3-2 Thursday. Lost 4-2 last night. And they're down 3-1 today. It's 15 runs and 23 plus innings. Here's the 0-2. Holds up on the swing. And it's 1-2. Stays high, 2-2. We've not had a multi-run inning in this tournament. 15 total runs in 24 innings. That's a strike 3 called.
First baseman Brady Waugh.
And here's Brady Waugh, who had a base hit his last time up. Started the tournament 0 for 6. Jordan Luna has called time, and he has gone to the first base or third base dugout, getting his elbow wrapped.
It's not too late for our 50-50 draw. Tickets can be purchased in the press box. Winning ticket to be announced in the 9th inning.
So Luna's back in place. He got his glove arm wrapped up on the elbow. And the first pitch to Waugh is called a strike. And he takes strike 2. Well, Alford started 0-2, and now Waugh is 0-2. That one is in the dirt and inside. Swing and a foul out of play towards the third base side. Out into the parking lot. Food trucks are here again today. It's It's a party going on. Two and two to Wall. One out in the fourth. Ball three. So he started 0-2 and he's worked it back full. And now comes the 3-2 and it stays high. And a good at bat for Wall.
Third baseman Slade Sullivan.
He started in an 0-2 hole and ends up drawing a walk. And here's Sullivan. It's a warm day. A lot of people under umbrellas, and that's low to Sullivan. Be a good day if you were the suntan man, if you were selling suntan lotion. I don't know any of the names of the products, so I can't give you a brand name of it. That ball is high. Obradovich will throw back to first, and Wall gets in safely, much to the chagrin of some of the Bengal fans. There's a bus coming in. I would imagine that's the bus that Eunice came up here on. Two-0 to Sullivan. He shows bunt. It's 3-0. One out of the zone here, and he and Wall will be on back-to-back for 2 straight times they've batted today. Single walk in the second and a walk and maybe something here for Sullivan in the fourth. Obradovich and Leg going over to try to settle Tarango down a little bit, let him breathe. And there is a lefty throwing in the bullpen. And it's 24, McCrae Jacobs. He pitched here the other night. Sullivan shows bunt and takes 4 out of the zone.
The catcher,
So
Lawson Neal.
that is 7 straight balls from Tarango. Seven in a row, and that'll bring out the pitching coach. Alan Orgain coming out to settle his pitcher down. This is the 3rd visit for Eunice in the game. They have 3 left. Does not count when you take them out. That does not count as a trip. Alan Orgain, his 18th season as the pitching coach. And the other 3 assistants have combined for 4 years. Barry Manuel's in his 2nd year. Tommy Goodale in his 1st, and Nick Studdard is in his 1st. '23rd season for head coach Jeff Willis. 36th season for head coach Bobby Sproul at Shelton State. 9th year as an assistant coach for Jake Vickerson and 2 years as a player, so he's been at Shelton State 11 years. Jacob Green's 3rd year as an assistant coach, and he was here 2 years as a player, so he's been here 5 years. Neal takes it inside, almost hit him. He was showing a bunt, and it almost hit him. That's what I was thinking. Wear it. Bucks need base runners. Bengals need outs. Right now they need strikes. Ball 2. That's 10 in a row. Here's the 2-0. Ball 3. Shooting for 11 in a row here. If he were playing in College Station, he would be dizzy right now, where they would be crushing him with ball 11 and a strike. And it's 3-1. A little buzz in the Shelton State dugout. They feel like they got a little something going here. And another strike. Now the Eunice fans feel like they got a little something going here with 2 strikes and 1 out. Looking for a strikeout. The 3-2. Hit in the air towards right field. That's going to fall for a hit. And the Bucks have the bases loaded. A little Texas leaguer to right. Right in front of Riley, who dove for it. And had that ball gotten past him, he would have been in trouble. And we're going to get McCray Jacobs out of the pen, because here comes Jeff Willis. And this will be their second mound visit of the inning. And the Bucks have the bases loaded, 1 out, and a 3-1 game. And we'll be back to Tuscaloosa right after this.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
LSU, Eunice, number 24, McCray Jacobs.
Well, McCray Jacobs, who came in Thursday night to pitch for the Bengals, is back again today. This is his 25th appearance, 2-0 with a 2.40 earned run average. He did face Ponder once the other night. And Ponder has wrapped into a 5-2 force play, and Jeff Willis is out wanting a double play there because of catcher's throw hit Ponder, but Ponder was not out of the running lane, I don't believe. I don't know how the third base umpire can help you with that. But anyway, it'll be a 5-2 to retire Waugh. And I was about to say, Ponder had a sac fly the other night against McCray. And he swung at the first pitch there and wraps into a 5-2 fielder's choice. So it'll be up to Mason Steele. McCray took the loss. No, he did not. Yes, he did. No, Mabry took the loss. McCray pitched the other night. He struck Steele out the only time he faced him. And he's got a 0-2 count here. Bucks had the bases loaded and 1 out, and they are in danger of not scoring a run. Here comes the 0-2. Struck him out. No runs, 1 hit, 3 left. 3-1 Bengals after 4.
University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Choose from over 100 affordable degree and certificate programs that fit your budget and schedule. Earn the same degree as you would on campus, with the same affordable tuition rate for every state. UA Online. Advance your career and change your life. Get started today at online.ua.edu.
Top of the fifth inning, LSU Eunice leading 3-1. They dodged a big bullet in the bottom of the fourth. Bucks loaded the bases with one out and could not cash in. So now Peyton Zupanzi going to have to keep them where they are and try to get the Bucks some offense going here today, as the runs have been very hard to come by. Strike one, and then that pitch is low to Will Mabry, who pitched the other night in relief. Jacobs came in with the bases loaded and nobody out, and he got a ground ball out and a strikeout through 4 pitches. There's a high fly ball by Mabry down the right field. It's off the wall on a bounce, and he's got himself a leadoff double.
Shortstop Tyson LeBlanc.
And here is Tyson LeBlanc. Mabry's 9th double of the year. LeBlanc is 1 for 2. Last night for the Bucks, they got 27 outs. 19 were pop-ups and strikeouts. It doesn't leave you a lot of opportunity to score. You don't make them make the play. They're going to go to third. Zupanzik is, and he's going to be safe. The only play he really had, he had no chance to get the runner at first, so the sacrifice fielder's choice works in the favor of LeBlanc.
Left fielder Ashton Fuselier.
And here's Ashton Fuselier, who's 1 for 2 and 4 for 9 in the series. Now it's starting to get a little dicey for the Bucks. The Bengals are the shark in the water, and they smell blood. Runner at first goes, and they will let him go to second on the stolen base. The pitch was a ball. Infield is in. Well, now they're back in the middle. Waugh and Sullivan are in. Ponder and Graffos are back in the middle. If you take an out and trade a run for an out, it would only be 4-1, but 4-1 in this series is like 41-1. There's a fly ball to center. It's going to drop in front of Dutton for a base hit. RBI single for Fuselier. And it's 4-1.
First baseman Jackson Legg.
And here's the first baseman, Jackson Legg, who's fouled out to the third baseman and grounded out to first. He's 0 for 8. Legg swings and misses. Bucks would like a double play. They'd like a strikeout first and then maybe the double play. And runner goes. They will throw down this time, and he is going to be safe. Ponder could not hold on to it. The throw wasn't exactly on target. And now a base hit'll really cause you trouble. 0-2 the count. The Bengals have stolen so many bases, we've lost track. Foul ball out of play. They've stolen 4 today in 5 tries. 0-2. Set up off the outside corner, and it just missed. Ground ball to second. That'll get a run home. Graffos will throw out leg, and for the first time in this entire weekend, the team has finally scored 2 runs in an inning. And it's now 5-1.
Center fielder Tyler Mitchell.
Here's Tyler Mitchell. There's a strike to Mitchell. And it's 0-1. A run for LSU Eunice in the first, a run in the second, a run in the fourth, and 2 here in the fifth. And it is now 5-1. Bucks trying to hang on here. Whichever of these 2 teams wins here and goes to the World Series, their pitching is a lot better than what I've been seeing in scores around the other leagues. There was a 21-19 game yesterday, an elimination game. That had to take hours. Here's a ground ball to Waugh. He's going to tag the runner out at first base. Another run is going to score, and it's 6-1.
Catcher Milo Obradovich.
The 3-run inning here is an uprising. We've got all ones to this point, and Eunice has put 3 on the board here in the 5th. That's where they won the game last night. Obradovich takes a strike. Obradovich hits a fly ball down to right field. Steele over on the line and makes the catch. And the inning is over. But not before the Bengals score 3 on 2 hits. And they take a 6-1 lead to the bottom of the 5th. Well, we go to the bottom of the 5th. I could use one of those about right now, as that pitch is inside, misses Dutton, and catches our home plate umpire. The 5th inning was the Bucks Waterloo last night, and then they came back in the 6th, got 2 on, and couldn't cash in. They had the bases loaded in the 4th today and couldn't cash in, and then give up a 3 spot in the top half of the 5th inning. In an extremely long game. We've been going for 2 hours, and we're not even to the, and we're just now to the halfway point. Mandy found our trainer, the Shelton State trainer, taking care of the umpire. He got in my arm. Got a little scratchy. He's wearing that. Well, the Bucks are going to need a couple to get back in it here. Still half the game to go, but down by 5. And it's 1-0 to Dutton. Dutton, Henderson, Graffos due up for the Bengals here in the 5th. And Dutton takes it ball 2. He had a 13-pitch walk his last time up. He's seen 22 pitches today. That's the ball outside. Oh, it's 3-0, and the 24th pitch that Pierce Dutton will have seen today is coming up.
Oh, no, I'm a player.
Takes the strike. 3-1 to count. Pops him up, out of play. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. And here's a line drive to right field. That's going to be in for a hit and going to be in for extra bases. And now it's kicked by Riley. And Dutton's going to have himself a double and an E9. So they're going to make that a triple down in the corner. He kicked it a little bit, but I think he's just excited trying to. So that'll go as a triple.
Jackson Henderson.
And another triple for Dutton. That's the 9th of his career. And here's Jackson Henderson. And it's ball 1. Dutton's second hit of the tournament. And he is standing at third base on the 2-0 to Henderson. Dutton approaching his 99th career run. There's a hot shot out to short. LeBlanc will field and will casually throw over to first. That will get Dutton home, and it's 5-2. So here's James Graffos. So an RBI for Henderson. It's now 5-2, and that's Dutton's 99th career run. So he needs one more. Oh, excuse me, it's 6-2. Forgot about that other run. Hard to forget them, though. And it's a 1-1 count to Graffos. Got to get them one at a time. Any coach will tell you can't hit a 6-run home run or a 5-run home run. You got to stay at it. Try to get them one at a time. 1 run here, 1 run there, 2 runs here, and try to work your way back in the game. And that's low. And it's 2-2. He still hadn't figured out that outside corner yet, has he? And here's the 2-2. And that ball's hit to left field. It looks like it's over Fusilier's head, and it is. And Graffos has himself a double. So a triple by Dutton and a double by Graffos, and the Bucks are slowly but surely trying to work their way back in with Hayes Alford. He's 1 for 2. Singled and scored. Now the Bucks have hit better against left-hand pitching this year than they have against righties. Some are good and some have not been so good. Dutton was a .265 hitter against lefties. Graffos was a .417 hitter against lefties. Alford takes a strike, 1-1. Alford has not had that many opportunities against lefties, but he's just 1 for 11. The Bucks are hitting .323 against lefties and .311 against right-handers this year. And a swing and a miss. 1-2. Graffos is the best hitter against lefties on the team. Well, no, Henderson at .595. Graffos hitting .417. And that's in the dirt. And a nice block by Obradovich to save a base for the Bucks, or for the Bengals. Would have gotten Graffos to third. Fly ball to left field. Fusilier catches it for the out. He almost overran that one. And there's 2 outs for Brady Waugh with a runner at second. Waugh's a .294 hitter against lefties this year. Shows a bunt and takes it outside and low. The big run at second base for the Bucks is a big out at the plate for the Bengals. Waugh slams it. Oh, he called it foul. He slammed it right down the right field line, and he called it foul. It was very close. Let's see if we can see that again, Robert. Baseball's a game of inches. I don't know if we've got a down-the-line look to see it. Nope, can't. That just don't have the camera angle. Looked like it hit chalk, but there's a little flare to left center field into gap. Waugh's got himself headed to second. You better hurry, and he slides in safely head first. Graffos scores on the double. That's 3 extra base hits in the inning, and that's 6-3.
Third baseman Slade Sullivan.
Oh, here's Slade Sullivan. So they saw Jacobs the other night, and they put him in their memory bank. They did not have a hit against him in 5 at-bats. They have 3 hits against him in this inning. That's the first time he faced Waugh or Graffos. He did not face them the other night. He did face Sullivan, and he walked him, and that proved to be the tying run. Here's a jam sandwich. Oh, they're calling it foul. So it's a foul ball. As it hit him in the box and keeps the at-bat alive. Bottom of the 5th. Been a long game, well over 2 hours. Bucks once trailed 6-1, now it's 6-3, and they got a runner in scoring position here. Sullivan hits this one on the ground, fielded by Mouton. He'll throw to first, and that'll end the inning, but the Bucks do get 2, and it's 6-3 after 5 here at the South District Tournament. Shelton State's gone back to the bullpen, and they've called in Jeremy O'Quinn, sophomore from Moundville, just right down the road from Shelton State. Peyton Zupancic went 2 innings, gave up 4 runs, and now he's turning the game over to Jeremy O'Quinn. Bucks got 2 back in the 5th inning. 5 runs was scored in that 5th inning. Had not had a multi-run inning by either team before the 5th inning, and they got 3 for the Bengals and 2 for the Bucks, and combined for 5 for our first multi-run inning for both teams. O'Quinn starts him out with a strike. Jeremy's 9th appearance. He's 2-1 with a 2.35 earned run average. He missed the first 27 games of the season, recovering from an injury. Finally got into the bullpen and has picked up a couple of wins, including a 3 shutout inning game against Wallace Hansville on Monday to help the Bucks win the state championship for the 3rd year in a row. And there's a strike 3. 3 pitches and 3 outs, or 1 out for 3 pitches, 3 strikes. That's what I meant to say.
Right fielder Cash Riley.
And Cash Riley will stroll to the plate. He's 2 for 8 coming in. He's 1 for 2 today, so he's 3 out of 9 now. First pitch to Riley was called a ball. And he fouls this 1-0 pitch off. All 4 of the runs charged to Zupancic are earned. And here's a comebacker to Jeremy O'Quinn. And on the 1-1 count, he retires Riley 1-3, 2 outs.
Third baseman Aiden Mouton.
Well, I turned my head, looked to the TV, and Tony Vitello's out for Tennessee yelling at somebody. What a shot. Here's Aiden Mouton. He's 1 for 3, struck out, infield single, and reached on an error. Makes him 1 for 11 now for the weekend. He got the save last night, pitching a scoreless 9th inning. He did walk Hader. a strike, 1-1. Hit to Sullivan, and down goes Mouton. A 3-up, 3-down inning for Jeremy O'Quinn. Bottom of the 6th, 6-3, LSU Eunice.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Lawson Neal leads off the 6th inning, and he takes strike 1 against McCrae Jacobs. Neal faced him Thursday night and was retired, and it's 1-1. They do have activity up in the pen for the Bengals. Neal fouls this one off. It's like 18, 16, Spangler 16 maybe. He got 2 outs last night. Can't tell if it's a 6 or an 8. Neal chases one out of the zone and strikes out.
Shortstop Paxton Ponder.
And here's Paxton Ponder. He's 0 for 2 today. Popped up and grounded into a 5-2 fielder's choice back in the 4th inning with the bases loaded. He's now 3 for 7 in the series. He bunts and bunts it foul. Umpire got hit again. Umpire's got his arm hit today, and now he took one in the noggin. Jacobs threw 33 pitches Thursday night. He's at 34 right now. That's 68 pitches in a 3-day period. Told that he could pitch every day. The count is 0-1. There was some confusion as to whether that ball hit the bat or not. First base umpire helped out the home plate umpire and said it did. It's 1-1 to count. And it's 2-1. Bucks in that one at a time mentality, just try to peck away here. LSU Eunice counting outs. only need 11 more. Here's the 2-2, taken low, 3-2. Get into that 6th inning and start counting those outs. And that is ball 4. So Ponder's aboard for the 2nd time, and here's Trenton Shirley, who's going to hit for base and steal.
Your attention now, batting for Shelton State, number 11, Trenton Shirley.
Trenton Shirley is a pinch hitter this year. Is 1 for 5. Shirley hitting .338, 4 homers, 37 RBIs, got 54 hits this year, 20 doubles. 40% of his hits are doubles. And he takes a good hack and fouls it away. Pinch hitting for Mason Steele. I would assume Shirley would stay in the game and play right field and keep Alford in left field. Shirley 1 for 5 as a pinch hitter and hits .378 against lefties compared to .322 against righties. That's in the dirt, and it's 3-1. Dutton in the on-deck circle. Hit on the ground to short. LeBlanc on his knees. Safe. The runner came off. Luna came off the bag at second. Do that. Just straight up fielder's choice. So it'll go as a fielder's choice.
Fielder, Pierce Dutton.
We're going to be generous and not give the second baseman an error for coming off the bag or the shortstop an error for pulling him off the bag. And here's Pierce Dutton. Dutton is 1 for 2 today. He doubled and scored his last time up. He's got to be an error somewhere. He's got to be. Dutton takes it high. That'll go as an error on the throw for the shortstop now. The official score has changed because he pulled Luna off the bag. I mean, he's out with a decent throw, and he doesn't pull him off. Dutton's taking another ball. It's 2-0. And the Eunice infield minus Luna will come out and try to settle Jacobs down. This will be the 29th pitch Dutton has seen today. And he takes the ball. It gets away from Obradovich. And runners are at second and third. And another wild pitch for Eunice. And Dutton draws a walk. The bases are loaded. He's seen 31 pitches today, and he's been on base 3 times. 2 walks and a double. And Jeff Willis is making his way out to the mound, and that's going to be the end of the day for McCray Jacobs. So the Bucks have the bases loaded one out, and the go-ahead run at the plate in Jackson Henderson. And the Bengals are making a pitching change, and we'll tell you about it in just a minute. Well, we're back in Tuscaloosa where things are getting a little more interesting and getting a little tighter. As the Bucks
Eunice, number 16, Hudson
have loaded the bases for the second time in 3 innings. They've had 10 base runners in the last 3 innings, and only two have scored. Spangler's making his 17th appearance. He's 4-2 with a 4.55 ERA. He has 2 of their 4 losses this year. And Jackson Henderson's trying to get the Bucks really back in it. Here's one to the dirt, to the backstop, and coming across and scoring is Ponder. The ball gets away. Here comes Shirley. He's safe as well, and the Bucks have made it 6-5. A wild pitch and an error on the catcher have allowed 2 runs to score, and the Bucks have cut it to a 1-run game. So Ponder scores on the wild pitch. Shirley scores on a throwing error by the catcher. Dutton is now at third. He goes to second on a wild pitch, takes third on the error, and it's a 1-0 count to Henderson, and he's got a chance to bounce one into the outfield and tie this game up. So all of a sudden, a game that looked like the Bucks were in the water and the Bengals were playing jaws. Now all of a sudden the Bucks are back in here and have a chance to take the lead, tie the game. They will do it on the ground out by Henderson, and he throws it away. And Henderson is safe at first, and we're tied at 6 in the 6th. It'll go as an E6 on the throw. It'll be an RBI for Henderson. And the 3rd error of the inning for the Bengals have sent this game spiraling. 2 errors by the shortstop, an error by the catcher, a wild pitch, the dreaded 1-out walk, 2 walks in the inning, and it's 6-6 in the 6th. Swing and a miss, and Obradovich just throws it to second for no reason. Guess he thought Henderson was going, but he didn't, and he threw it to second. And he's lucky that LeBlanc got over there, or that ball gets into center field, and Henderson does go to second. Yeah. Everybody breathe. Pitch is outside. You got those 3 dreaded numbers up there on the scoreboard. It's 6-6 in the 6th. And it has been a beastly inning for the Bengals. Graffos takes it low. It's 2-1. You got to get 27 outs. You're absolutely right. Here's a ground ball to first. It'll be fielded in fair territory, and Graffos will be tagged out by leg, and that gets Henderson into scoring position with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Hayes Alford. He flew out to left field his first time up. And here's the first pitch to Alford. Takes it high, ball one. Here's a line drive to right field, a base hit. Henderson's going to be waved around third. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is late. Henderson scores, and the Bucks have taken the lead, 7-6. A two-out base hit by Alford.
First baseman Brady Law.
Seven to 6. The Bucks have hit them with a 3-spot here in the inning. And another visit. By my count, this is their 5th visit. So they only have one more trip before they would have to take the pitcher out every time they go out. And now, if they take him out, it will not count as a trip. Jeff Willis is on his way out to the mound, so if he takes him out, they still have they still have 2 trips. And we'll see who's coming in for the Bengals. We'll tell you all about him when we come back at a 7-6 game. The Bucks on the plus side.
Of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Choose from over 100 affordable degree and certificate programs that fit your budget and schedule. Earn the same degree as you would on campus, with the same affordable tuition rate for every state. UA Online. Advance your career and change your life. Get started today at online.ua.edu.
Is Reese Ashworth, and he starts Brady Waugh out with a ball. He wears number 8. He's out of DeQuincy, Louisiana. Went to DeQuincy High School. Waugh takes a strike, 1-1. Ashworth making his 18th appearance. He's 2-1 with a .524 earned run average. He has 4 saves, 23 strikeouts, and 22 innings for the right-hander. Waugh's 1-1 is outside, 2-1. This inning started with a strikeout by Neal. Ponder drew a walk. Shirley pinch hit, reached on a fielder's choice error to allow Ponder to get to second. There's ball 3. Dutton walked to load the bases. Then there was a wild pitch and a throwing error by the catcher that brought 2 runs in. Henderson reached on a throwing error that scored the tying run. Graffos grounded out, and Alford had a base hit to right. And that's what I got, 3-1. So I think he called a balk. So it's 2-1, and they called a balk. So Graffos is now at second. It's a 2-1 count, and Graffos at second. Waugh can get a base hit here and extend the lead by 1. Swings and misses, comes up empty. Waugh doubled it, had an RBI double his last time up. 2 for 2 today, single walk and a double. 2 for 8 in the series. He came in 0 for 6. 3-2, he missed it and struck him out. But if you're a Bucks fan, that was a prosperous inning. They get 4, and they take a 7-6 lead to the 7th in the South District Finals. Back to Tuscaloosa, where things have changed in the blink of an eye, and the Bucks, who trailed 6-1, now lead 7-6 after a 2-walk, 3-error, 1 wild pitch inning by the Bengals. And Jeremy O'Quinn, now the pitcher of record for the Bucks, starts Mabry out with a strike, and it's 0-1 to lead off the 7th inning. So now the pitchers of record are O'Quinn and Spangler, and there's another strike, and it's 0-2. So a 2.5-hour game here in the top of the 7th inning, and the Bucks are just fine with that, with a 7-6 lead. And here's a swing and a foul ball. Mabry is lined to second, struck out, and doubled and scored today. A ringing double off the wall his last time up, and he pokes this one out towards left and foul again. Trenton Shirley has remained in the game for the Bucks, and he is now playing right field. He pinch hit for Mason Steele, and he has stayed in the game in right field. All the other starters still in. Swing and a miss, strike him out. Second strikeout for
shortstop Tyson LeBlanc.
Second strikeout of the day for O'Quinn, and that's 4 in a row retired by Jeremy. And here's Tyson LeBlanc. He singled, struck out, and reached on a sacrifice fielder's choice, and he scored 2 runs. And he is going to play next year at Kansas. He'll be a rock chalk Jayhawk. You say Kansas, well, look at their record this year. They played pretty good this year. They've had a good year. They had a pretty good year last year. They're going to get a good player. I always tell people, if you can play, they're going to find you. They'll go to the depths of the world to find you. Gary Henderson, who was an assistant coach at Kentucky, or an assistant coach at Florida one year, driving through a little town in Kentucky, stopped at a convenience store to pick up a drink and a snack or something. He said, "What's going on over there?" And they go, "Oh, it's an American Legion tournament." So the little lights were on, so he said, "Hey, whatever, I like baseball. I'll ride over there." Walked over there, drove down there. That pitch is low. It's a full count. So he goes to the ballpark, goes in, sits down, sees this guy, left-handed hitter, rip one off the wall for a home run, come in and close the game as a save, and he's like, "Who is that guy?" Walks down and asks the coach, "Oh, he's Brad Wilkerson." And he went to Florida, and he was the #1 draft pick by the Montreal Expos. So, see, you can just stop at a gas station in the middle of the night in Kentucky get a soda pop and a candy bar and find you a number 1 draft pick. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground, past third and into left field. It was by Sullivan and Ponder. So the tying run aboard for the Bengals here in the 7th.
Fielder Ashton Fuselier.
And it's Ashton Fuselier. He singled twice and struck out. Had an RBI single and scored a run in the 5th inning. Well, as the game was going along, now that it's a closer game now, tension's starting to go a little bit more here in the stands and a little more pressure on the field. Every out is critical. Here's a fly ball to right. Shirley slips, but able to regain his feet and make the catch. Did not fall down. He just got his foot stuck in that mud, wet grab. It's wet here. Field's in great shape, but we got a lot of rain in a short amount of time last night. It wasn't like it was in the book of Exodus, but it's coming down. I've seen rain like the book of Exodus before, and I'm not really – we've had that here about the last 2 weeks. Throw over to first, and he throws it away. They tried to pick LeBlanc, and I don't know if O'Quinn and Waugh, somebody got confused, but it got away, and there's an error to O'Quinn, and now the tying run's at second base. It's 5 errors in the game for both teams, 3 by the Bengals and 2 by the Bucks. Usually a sure-handed team. The Bucks, it didn't make an error in the state tournament, made 6 here in the regional. Ball outside. The Bucks in the bottom of the 7th inning will have Sullivan, Neal, and Ponder. And then they're starting to count outs. Get into these late innings. Every out is 1 step closer to the finish line. 2-0 the count. O'Quinn went 3 innings Monday against Wallace State, Hansville, and got the win. He has 2 wins on the year. He is the pitcher of record to this point for the Bucks today. Needs a ground ball and get in the dugout. That's a strike. It's 2-1. And while the Shelton fans are happy, now the Eunice fans are moaning and groaning. Somebody hollering, that's pitiful. It's a moan and groan crowd today. Ball outside, 3-1. But when you play in what could be your last game of the year for a trip to Colorado to the World Series, every pitch is important. Every at-bat's important. Every play. 3-1, fouled away. Gene Stallings used to say you play 80 plays for the privilege to play the 4 or 5 games that makes the difference in a football game. And while his 10-0 wins might have been boring as the sky, they were wins. People go, we don't score enough points. Hey, you're 11-0. Shut up. That's what he would say. Here comes the 3-2 pitch from Jeremy O'Quinn. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Third strikeout for Jeremy O'Quinn. Bucks 6 outs away. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 7-6 Shelton State.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Bottom of the seventh, Shelton State now leads 7-6. Ashworth on for his first full inning of work, and he almost hit Sullivan with a fastball to start the inning. It's 1-0. Shelton got a run in the second, and we're behind 6-1, and scored 2 in the fifth and 4 in the sixth, and have taken a 7-6 lead. And they've had some help. 3 errors, wild pitches, walks. And that's ball 3 on Sullivan. The Bucks have a 1-run lead. And I can assure you that's not enough. And that's a strike. Letter high strike, 3-1. There's been some sloppiness out here today, but it's still been exciting. And it's been a good series. And that's strike 2. 5 errors today. I think in the 3 games, Eunice has thrown 13 wild pitches. And Sullivan hits a slow roller towards third, and it's going to be foul. It stays 3-2. He started 3-0. Ashworth has come back to a 3-2 count. And here's a ground ball towards third. High hop for Mouton. His throw is in time, and that is out number 1. And here's Lawson Neal.
The catcher, Lawson Neal.
Neal is 1 for 2. He has a sac fly, a single, and a strikeout. 2 for 7 in the series. Takes it low, ball 1. Gordo High School. His brother played for the Green Wave. They finished second in the 3A championships this year. Brother Jace graduated last night from high school. Lawson playing his last game for Shelton State at this stadium here today. Here's a ground ball foul, 2-1. It might not be his last game, but it is definitely the last game here. Here comes the 2-1. Call to strike.
Off the white, back in. Come on, Blue.
And that is ball 3. Three-2 to Lawson Neal. Here it comes. Popped him up, center field. Mitchell coming in, and he will make the catch for out number 2.
Shortstop, Paxton Ponder.
And here's Paxton Ponder. He is 0 for 2 today. He popped up, reached on a fielder's choice, and walked and scored. He scored the Bucks' 4th run of the game. And here's a ground ball, slow roller to short. LeBlanc's going to have to hurry, and he just got him. And that will be the end of the inning. 3 up, 3 down go the Bucks. To the 8th, 7-6, Shelton State.
of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Choose from over 100 affordable degree and certificate programs that fit your budget and schedule. Earn the same degree as you would on campus, with the same affordable tuition rate for every state. UA Online. Advance your career and change your life. Get started today at online.ua.edu.
Leading off the 8th inning, center fielder Tyler Mitchell.
We go to the 8th. Barry Allen and Robert Stevenson with you here at the Buck Palace. Top half of the 8th inning, Jeremy O'Quinn on for his 3rd inning of work, and he'll face Tyler Mitchell, Milo Obradovich, and Jordan Luna. Now it's the Bengals who need a run, and it's the Bucks who are counting outs. Strike one. Jeremy O'Quinn, who threw 3 scoreless innings on Monday in the championship game against Wallace Hansville, has 2 scoreless innings today. And it's 0-2. Mitchell takes a call, 3rd strike. 4th strikeout of the day for Jeremy O'Quinn. And the Bucks are now 5 outs away. And here's Obradovich. He's tripled and scored, walked and scored, and lined out to right field. He's had a good day today. He came in 0 for 8, but he's had a triple and a walk. He's had 3 good at-bats today for the Bengals. Out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Yeah, that's what you do when you step on your microphone cord. You pull your headset and your head right off. I don't know what that's about either.
What we doing?
It's 2-0. The natives are getting restless here today. Ball 3. Obradovich has had good at-bats today. He's tripled, he's walked. He'd struggled the first 2 days, but today he's been good at the plate. Takes a strike. 3-1. On the way. Fouled off, down towards right. Waugh and Shirley will give it a chase, but they're not going to be able to catch up to that one. Tension here is about as thick as the humidity. Started at 81 degrees and 70% humidity. He struck him out. 3-0 to a strikeout for O'Quinn. His 5th of the game. His 3rd in a row.
Second baseman Jordan Luna.
And now the Bucks are 4 outs away. And here's Jordan Luna, who has a sac fly, a fielder's choice, and a strikeout. That misses low, I suppose. outside. 2-0 the count. He started Obradovich 3-0 and came back and won the battle. And he's 3-0 to Luna. Back-to-back 3-0 counts. Riley is on deck. He's the 9-hole hitter. And 4 wide, and Luna draws a 2-out walk, and here comes Riley, who's 1 for 3. Single, grounded out to the first baseman and grounded out to the pitcher. O'Quinn missed the first 27 games with an injury. Didn't make his debut till March 22nd against Gadsden State to a scoreless inning. And he's matched his career high with 5 strikeouts here today. He also had 5 strikeouts against Southern Union in the big town of Wadley back in April. 5 in a row he's missed with, and
Where's that? Come on, man.
Bobby Sproul is going to make his way to the mound. I don't think he likes the last couple of non-strike calls. Well, the ball 4 was ball 4. I mean, it's foot outside low, but that looked like a pretty good pitch. That looked like a pretty good pitch. John Michael Pickens is up in the bullpen. Right now it's O'Quinn's game. The Bengals have the tying run at first base with 2 out here in the 8th. And the Bucks will have the top of the order up in the bottom of the 8th with Shirley, Dutton, and Henderson. Last time they batted, the Bucks scored 4 runs. Jeremy O'Quinn looking for an out. And the Bucks for some insurance in the bottom of the 8th. The Bengals, they're looking to move Luna around and tie this game. We had an 11-inning, extra-inning thriller Thursday night. The Bengals would like to do that here again today. Ground ball second. Graffos up with it. Comes to first. Inning over. 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 7-6 Shelton State. Bottom of the 8th, and the Bengals have gone to the bullpen once again. Their 5th pitcher of the day, Alex Dupuis from Natchitoches, Louisiana. 5'10", 180-pound sophomore. Went to Natchitoches Catholic, making his 6th appearance. He has no record and no ERA. 4 2/3 scoreless innings. He's allowed a hit, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. And it's his job to keep it 7-6. And it's the Bucks' job to play add-on here in the 8th and give them some room in the 9th. Shirley swings at the first pitch. Hit on the ground to LeBlanc at short, and he throws Shirley out for out number 1.
Center fielder, Pierce Dutton.
He's only given up 1 hit this year, has Dupuis. Retired 15 of the 19 batters he's faced now. And here's Pierce Dutton, who has seen 31 pitches in this game today. He's been on base 3 times and hit into a pop-up double play in the first inning. Since then, he's walked on a 13-pitch at bat, had a double and scored in the 5th, and walked and scored in the 6th. And he's down 0-1. Pitch is inside, and it's a ball and a strike. Dutton has scored 99 career runs for the Bucks. He'd like to get 100 here today. Popped him up, shallow center, Mitchell, Fuselier, and it's Mitchell. And there's 2 outs for Jackson Henderson. He has 2 RBI to his credit today. Struck out, flied out, grounded out, and reached on an error. Had a 6-3 RBI ground out in the 5th and reached on an error in the 6th that allowed the go-ahead run to score. And it's ball 1. In the 9th for the Bengals, it'll be the top of the order. Mouton, Mabry, and LeBlanc. Shelton State with a 1-run lead trying to close it out in the 9th. The Bengals trying to force a bottom of the 9th or extra innings. Here's the 1-1. This is outside, and it's 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Low 3-1. Some moans from the left side of home plate. They've been moaning from the left. They've been moaning from the right. The pressure. And it's ball 4 in the dirt and to the backstop. And Henderson will take first base. And here's James Graffos.
Second baseman, James Graffos.
Humidity's at 74%. 83 degrees now. And the tension here between the two teams, just from the stress of the game, much greater than that of the humidity. Graffos bounces one up the middle, and it gets into center field. And Henderson will stop at second. And so the second hit of the day for Graffos. And here's Hayes Alford. And the Bucks have a mighty important add-on run at second base. And a visit from Eunice, and this will be their 5th. They only have 1 left. They will not have to take the pitcher out after this visit. But they're trying to keep it 7-6. The Bucks trying to make it 8-6. A 1-run lead is good. A 2-run lead is better. And Alford, who has 2 singles today, a strikeout and a flyout, brought in the go-ahead run in the 6th inning with a base hit to right field. Scoring Henderson. And giving the Bucks the lead. 7-6. Shelton State with 2 out in the 8th. Alford's had some mighty big hits in his career. Maybe none bigger than the one here today. perhaps the Grand Slam at Coastal South back in April. First pitch is a strike. And it's 0-1. The sophomore from Camden. Likely his final at bat as a Buck here at home. In the dirt. Nice block by Obradovich. His pitchers have beaten him to death this weekend, but he has done a pretty good job behind the plate, or done a really good job behind the plate, navigating what he can navigate, because they have been a wild pitch machine. Swing and a foul, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Lined into center, right center field. Here comes Henderson. Greffos is on his way to third. The throw is he's gonna stop. He allowed the run to score. A big insurance run for Shelton State. A great play by Greffos. He stopped because he didn't know if he was going to be tagged before the run scored or didn't score. And that was a big play. Even though he's out, the Bucks add a run. It's 8-6 going to the ninth. 3 outs away for the Bucks. We go to the ninth, Shelton State with an 8-6 lead. The number 10 ranked team in the country and the number 2 ranked team with an inning to go. And O'Quinn with a strike to start the inning. Shelton State 3 outs away from a trip to the College World Series. And it's strike 2. Mouton 0 for 8 entering the game. 1 for 4 today. He's 1 for 12 in the series. And O'Quinn flirting with that outside corner, misses on an 0-2 pitch. Jeremy O'Quinn has 6 scoreless innings in the postseason for the Bucks. 3 Monday, 3 today. He wants 1 more. And here's the 1-2. Just missed. Just missed. Here's the 2-2. Hit on the ground, smothered by Wall. Picks it up, flips to O'Quinn. 2 outs to Woe as he's out at first base. Another great defensive play by Wall. He cut down a runner at third and a bunt earlier today. And let's don't forget, Landon Ingram has checked in the game, and he is playing second base.
Designated hitter Will Mabry.
And here's Will Mabry. So Landon Ingram is in for number 4. Ingram is in for Greffos at second for defensive purposes. And here's Will Mabry. Takes a strike. 0-1. Mabry today has 2 strikeouts, a ringing double off the wall, and a run scored, and a line out. Here's a ground ball back to O'Quinn. Underhands to Wall. 2 outs. The Bucks are 1 out away from Grand Junction, Colorado.
Shortstop Tyson LeBlanc.
And if they can complete the task, it will come against a team that has lost only 4 games all year and has 8 national championships at the Division II level to its credit. An incredible program headed by Jeff Willis and an incredible team to watch play. And the Bucks are 1 out away from Grand Junction, Colorado. Here's LeBlanc, a single, a strikeout, a sacrifice, and another single. 2 hits today. Takes a strike. 0-1 to count. Strike 2. And Jeremy O'Quinn is a strike away from taking the Bucks to Colorado. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just low. Just low. And it's 1-2. People are standing and clapping. This place is about to erupt if O'Quinn can get the last strike. The 1-2 swung and fouled away. LeBlanc stays alive. He's been a tough out all weekend. He's 4 hits in the tournament, 4 for 12. Had a couple of near miss home runs last night. Now the 1-2 to O'Quinn from O'Quinn. Grounded to third. Sullivan with the ball. On to first for the 8th time ever. And the 3rd year in a row, the Shelton State Bucks are Rocky Mountain high. The Bucks are going to the World Series. The mob scene at shortstop. And the 48th win of the year for the Bucks. And they're going to Colorado. And a heck of an effort by both teams. Great games by both teams all weekend. Sensational play by the Bucks. Sensational play by the Bengals of LSU Eunice. And in 3 hours and 9 minutes, Shelton State has won its 8th trip to the College World Series. We're going to take a little. We're going to stay here and see the trophy presentation. And then we'll take it off the air. But my God, what a game.
Rest up, you're headed west.
What a game. Unbelievable comeback. The largest comeback of the year, by the way. They were down 6-1. And they won it 8-6. And it's tough. And it's a tough loss. I know that. I've been there. I've been there many times. And I'm happy for the Shelton State team, and I feel for LSU Eunice because they're good, man. They're really good. And it was a battle all weekend long, and the Bucks came out on top. Kara Crossland, the athletic director, is here. She's going to present the Bucks with the South District Championship trophy. And we're going to figure out how to get to Colorado in a VW. What a weekend. Huge crowds. Best weekend we've probably ever had here. This was the Super Regional, the first time that's ever taken place. And just a fabulous, fabulous week. Great job. I will if you want me to. Don't care. So they're getting ready for Kara Crossland to do the trophy presentation. And we're going to just say goodbye from here because that was a heck of an effort on both sides. And the Bucks have won this thing 8-6, and they are going to Colorado. So for Robert Stevenson and for Barry Allen, saying goodbye from Tuscaloosa and hello, Colorado.